Mages can shape magic into whatever they want. They combine runes into patterns, just like constellations in the starry sky. And in this bewildering darkness, they're the valley's only hope.
Hello, I'm Ed Greenwood, creator of the Forgotten Realms fantasy world for Dungeons & Dragons game, the world that's been used in such games as Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale, and Neverwinter Nights. For the past 2.5 years, I've partnered up with an amazing team of veteran game designers to bring you a one-of-a-kind, magical game experience. One in which you will exercise the creativity, wisdom, and power of magic to craft your own spells in an epic action-adventure. On behalf of myself and Borealis Games, welcome to Mages of Mystralia.
When you feel helpless, always remember the old mage's creed. When facing a dire situation, a mage crafts the perfect spell to overcome it.
We are Borealis Game, an independent game development studio based in Montreal. Today, we're super excited to present you our latest action-adventure game, Mages of Mystralia. As longtime fans of the fantasy genre, our dream and primary goal behind this project has been to capture the essence of what it truly means to be a mage.
Mages are supposed to be wise and creative, not merely copying what other mages have done before. In games with magic systems, we too often feel that spells are preset powers or memorized sequences. There's no creativity, there's no wonder or amazement in seeing that you can do some new fancy stuff that no one has done before. In Mages of Mystralia, you take on the role of Zia, a young woman who stumbles upon her newfound magical powers and must master them as she is thrust into the wonders and dangers of Mystralia.
What attracted me to the project was the unique and innovative system of magic. The way that you could create new spells and how you could modify spells by which runes you added and how you combined them. This was a really unique new approach to magic, and it allowed for putting a lot of interesting puzzles and storylines into the game.
The way it works is that we have 4 broad categories of spell. You can modify these spells by adding runes to them. For example, if you take the Acta spell, that usually creates a fireball floating in the air, you can have a move rune to it and it makes a fireball. Then, by adding the duplicate rune to it, you'll have Zia shoot 3 fireballs, and if you add the homing rune to that, they'll start chasing the enemies around.
Now, if we switch to an ego spell, which are spells you can cast on yourself, and attach a duplicate behavior rune to it, it will create a decoy statue of Zia. Then we can nest our spells by adding the periodic trigger rune, which will cast a previously designed spell at timed intervals. So by attaching our previous triple fire spell to the decoy statue, we get a turret. We can even add the right augment rune in order to make the turret spin.
In Mystralia, mages use spellbooks much like an alchemist would use a lab. The world is a testing ground to create, elaborate, and imagine and conjure almost an infinite amount of spell combinations. It's not just a matter of adding new behaviors to the spell archetype, it's also nesting and combining them into a larger one, so that you can create spells and behaviors that are much, much greater than the sum of their parts. By the end of the game, the spellbook that you've created becomes some sort of testimony, a recollection of your own journey with Zia.
This is a book that you have crafted, that you've put some of the stuff that's in that book in there. It is you. So Zia's spellbook is really important to Zia, and you have the power because you hold the book in your hands, and that is the key to making the spellbook really cool in Mages of Mystralia.
Mages of Mystralia's original score was performed by the video game orchestra and orchestrated by Shota Nakama, one of the masterminds behind the score of Final Fantasy XV and Kingdom Hearts 2.5 HD Remaster. Furthermore, the music in the game is dynamic, meaning that depending on the settings and the actions a player makes, the music will adapt itself, adding instruments, accelerating or slowing the pace, and basically modulating to fit every in-game situation.
Our team is made of industry veterans, which really allowed us to add that extra layer of polish to the gameplay and to the visual elements of the game. We've spent months tweaking and owning the visual interface of the spellcrafting system to make it powerful yet intuitive.
Our artists and animators have designed rich, colorful worlds to get immersed in, and our gameplay designers have sprinkled lots of hidden surprises and puzzles throughout the world to encourage exploration and challenge your spellcrafting skills.
The net effect is a game experience that will transport you in another world. With the help of the Canadian media funds and some investors, we have already been able to make an amazing game. The reception we've received at PAX, E3 and other events so far has been breathtaking. But we know we can make the game even better.
We are coming to Kickstarter for two main reasons. First, we still have tons of great ideas that we want to bring to the game.
Second, and most importantly, once our Kickstarter campaign wraps up, we want the feedback of our beta from our strongest supporters, you. That way, we can incorporate your ideas as we work toward our final release this summer.
All the resources obtained during this campaign will go directly towards bringing this game to the heights that we know it can reach.
We want to thank you, the Kickstarter community, for your time and support. And we can't wait to have you join us in the world of Mystralia.
Have fun. Notice everything. Don't be a stranger to every corner of Australia. There are mysteries upon secrets hidden away for you to find. See you there.
Tell me, what spells will you create?